can't turn my phone off. How am
Hey,
I going to?
welcome to T&J. What's up? I'm Jeff Lee with Straight Talk, along with my girl. Gonna say your name?
Hi, I'm Tracy. That was a good one. You got me that time. Hi, Jeff.
How you doing, Tracy?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Well, it is November 30th, the actual last day of November. As we move into December and you don't have your holiday hat on right now.
I know. I left it in the other room. Oops.
Good. Leave it there. Leave it there.
I forgot my hat. But I have my ponytails. You like my ponytails?
Okay. Are you trying to be a teenager again or something?
Yeah, I like my ponytails.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna throw out a few topics and we'll talk about it. Of course, you can always join us on the panel when we open it up. All you have to do is click the link inside the comments.
That's right. That's right.
And big shout out to all of our friends that's checking us out on the various platforms, like here on YouTube or Spotify and Facebook and all the other good stuff. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Tracy, how you feel today?
I am great. Well, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Because the weather has changed, it has been affecting my body. But guess what? I'm so thankful my mind is strong. So even when my body acts up, God gives me a strong mind. So I'm here and ready.
What do you mean your body's acting up? What, you got bad knees when it get cold?
Jeff.
Huh?
Jeff, do me a favor. Hold your hand here and slap yourself.
I just get ashy. I get very ashy when it gets cold. So I use shea butter year round.
You get ashy.
Yeah.
You know you creep. You know your body go.
Anyway, doing that, I use the Vaseline. Anyway,
I'll talk about you later.
Today. I know, right? A lot down in the news, but Tracy did not get a chance to tell me what she wants to tell me. So this is going to be a blind reaction. And the question that she has right now is, what is worse, boys or girls who can't read? Or
No. Who can't count in high school?
Who can't count and then high school. What do you mean by they can't count? Like, as they get to is 10 or 20? They can't do multiplication or what?
Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
Okay, so I was at a basketball game. And so I did, so I do the table. I help out at the table where people have to come up and people have to pay their money. So I handle the table.
Right. That's good.
Right. So there's this new thing called GoFan where people have to scan in to pay their money with the QR code.
Okay.
So the teenagers, of course, they don't come with their credit card, debit card, their Cash App card. So the only thing they come up with is cash.
Okay.
So since I know the teenagers, I said, tell you what, give me your cash. I'll use my debit card to handle it for you. So what they did was they only stayed in the game maybe 4 or 5 minutes. They said, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave early. Give me back my money. I said, you're not. Yeah. So what they said was, we're going to leave early. There were 6 boys. It cost $4 for 6 boys.
Ain't no refunds.
And there are no refunds. Well, what they said was, there's 6 of us and it costs $4.
Okay.
So 6 times 4, mind you. So they said, tell you what, it only costs us $13. And right.
Wait a minute. Say what?
They said, and you charge us $24.
Oh, Jesus.
I I said, what did you just say? I said, what amount did you just say? They said, you charged us $24. I said, what amount did you just say? I said, if you don't get away from me, I said, did you
How
just
many of
say
them was it?
6?
Six.
I said, did you just multiply 6 times 4 and come up with 13? They said, it is. 6 times 4 is 13. I said, if you don't get your high school selves away from me, 6 times 4 is not 13.
Okay, so wow. And this was 6 boys? And out of the 6 boys, none of them coached.
Only one of them came to the conclusion that it was $20, and he was still wrong. I was livid.
Wow.
Yes. I said, excuse me. Only one of you.
They're in high school?
They're in high school.
That's terrible.
I was mortified.
Yeah.
I was mortified that they were saying these numbers out loud with such sincerity, with such depth. But they were serious.
That's
and
terrible.
Then they were about to try to jump crazy. I said, excuse me, don't you dare try to jump crazy with me, and you're wrong. I said, 6 times 4 is 24. They said, oh. I said, get away from me. Get away.
So today's question is, who's worse, girls or boys? I'm going to go ahead and answer it.
So my question to you is, would you have been more offended to hear girls getting it wrong or boys getting it wrong? That's my question to you.
Yes, I would have been more offended if girls got it wrong, because girls are smarter than boys.
Okay.
And I'm surprised you even had that with them, as long as it was. Because I'd be like, yo, don't worry about it. Count it up later.
It was
going to work me.
It was pathetic. It was pathetic. Because it was like, it was not only those 6, but then they had a couple more of their other friends who were coming over, like they were all just rallying around, like they were just all correct, and they were all just becoming some huge posse of them gonna just, like they were gonna do something. I'm like,
well, what you should have done is got with the math teacher.
So at this point, there was a coach standing beside me, then there was an officer who was standing in front of me, and they really don't know who I am. They really don't.
Wow. I'm sorry you had to experience that.
No, they're sorry they had to experience that.
I would definitely be more offended if girls didn't know that.
You know,
unless it's a blonde girl.
Unless it's a what?
A blonde-haired girl. Now then I'll be like, okay, I know better.
But it's very disappointing to hear young men getting loud, young men deepening their voice. Loud and wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Use your fingers if you're not sure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. They did that. No, but it's in high school. But how old do you think they were?
16, 17.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Very embarrassing.
Wow.
It's very discouraging to hear our African American males doing this. So that's very, very disparaging, to say the least.
Well,
and you can hear other adults around that could hear this conversation. I mean, because you're not even whispering to do it. I mean, you're doing this in a crowd such that you're allowing others to think that you're correct.
Right.
But one thing you're not going to get me on, you can get me on directions, but you can never get me on math and you can never get me on any kind of spelling. So you can never now directions. You can get
Directions,
me
I
on that.
got you.
Directions, you got me, but you're not gonna get me on any kind of math. So I'm like, is he serious? And then when he said 13, he kept repeating. I said, are you serious? Boy, that was sad. And if he had at least, even if he had added 6 plus 4, came up with 10, but then he said 13, I'm like, is he serious? Like, really?
Ooh, that would have been a funny moment for me. I guess next time they know not to leave their credit card or Apple Pay or whatever.
Right. I bet next time I won't do that again.
Wow.
Yes.
I really can't believe that, but okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's dangerous. A person
Very.
that don't know math, that's dangerous.
Because you know what that means. They're gonna get gypped.
Well,
That's
it
what's
means they
gonna
either go
happen.
to janitor school or go to jail, either one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because a man who can't count is a fool in public.
Got that right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
how about this story? There's a young lady out of Texas. She made these. She actually was looking for it, went to the store and couldn't find it. So she came up with her own HBCU dolls.
Woohoo!
Now I'm a man. I don't play with dolls. But if she got a Bethune-Cookman University, I think I'll collect that, put it next to my prints.
I love that idea.
And
Kudos to her.
her
Kudos.
dolls are now available at Walmart and Target.
Yes. Kudos.
I still can't believe. I actually thought that there was some kind of souvenir doll available. Here in Memphis, we have Memphis Imprint. They got everything over there. But she didn't see it. She said, I'm going to make these, and went nationwide with it.
There's nothing like a woman being ingenious.
Right.
Because we can sit back and we'll say, I need this, or I haven't seen this, or I have this idea. I have this idea. A lot of times we're held back because we lack having the funds. But sometimes we'll forge forward regardless.
Right.
Kudos to her. What is her name, by the way? I forgot her name.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Let me see.
Let's see if we can find her name so we can give her props.
For real.
Let's see if we can find her name real fast.
Let's see. I'm still looking.
Hold on. Let's see if we can find her name. I want to make sure I give her props.
I thought I sent it to you.
You did, and I know I apologize to her. Oh man, you mean to tell me I don't have her name up front?
Yeah, but I thought I sent it to you.
You did, and somehow it's not sitting. It's not on my notepad. I slipped on that one. Man, you mean to tell me I slipped on that? Oh man.
I got to go back.
Well, tell you what I will do. I will make sure before we close out tonight, I'm going to go back and I'm going to make sure that we say her name.
Okay.
Because if nothing else, I need to make sure that we give her props.
And I'm also go back and look at the name of the Black co-founder of Black Lives Matter. He's endorsing Trump for president. So what do you think about
that's easy to say his name because I just saw his name.
What do you think about that? Look, people are not caring whether Trump is being charged, indicted, arrested, nothing.
Yeah, and I won't get in too much trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tread lightly on what I'm saying on that one, so I won't get in too much trouble. But You know, that article is ridiculous, to say the least. Because if
No.
you read that article, there's two interesting things about that article. First of all, there's a part that shows his face, and then there's a part underneath it in which an African American female breaks it down.
Mm.
And so the part that where she breaks it down,
She
I
breaks
think
it
people just, yeah.
down. Well, I just think that if Trump wins, it'll be the end of democracy. Total.
So
It's
I
over.
really think people need to I think people need to just probably just listen to it.
There are a lot of celebrities, Tracy, that said they're gonna move out of the country if he wins. Because
You
he's
know,
gonna, first of all, he's gonna use the Department of Justice as retaliation against his foes and his ops.
here it
But
is. His name is Mr. Fisher.
yeah,
Fisher. That's his name, Fisher.
he's also going to Trump said that he would get rid of the FBI and he
You
he get rid of I think he
can't get rid of the FBI.
well, he would have just become like a dictator. He's got rid of what was it, the Supreme Court?
You cannot disband the Supreme Court nor the
Well,
FBI.
actually, he already said, I didn't. Now, check this out. He said, I did not swear in the oath to the Constitution. We all saw it. But he's really deranged and delusional. And I don't know what the. Look, if I was a Republican by now, and it would be Ron DeSantis, probably be Nikki Haley, somebody like that. But man,
Well,
that's crazy.
my understanding is that they are trying to begin to push Nikki Haley.
Yeah, I'm just saying, those MAGA people got to come back down to earth, and then we'll be all right. All right, hold. I see we got Miss Gloria waiting. She's gonna be a panel. We got one last story.
So did you see what Cynthia said? Cynthia said Brooke Hart Jones is the creator to the dolls. Did you see that? Yeah, Cynthia just put that over there in the chat, in the private chat section.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, thank you.
Hold on, let me just send her the message.
Brooke Hart Jones. All right, just hold on a second, because one story, and then we're gonna open up the panel, and then you can talk with us. We're gonna do the last topic is Serena Williams. She said not okay. What does that mean?
When you're not okay?
Well, I mean, what does it mean?
When someone says they're not okay, that means acknowledging emotionally, mentally, when you're saying that your insides are not healthy at that moment. When I am feeling anxious, when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling depressed, when I am going into a bubble. But the best thing about her saying that is that saying I'm reaching out to someone, saying I need somebody to check on me. That's what that means. That's saying I need somebody to check on me.
You're not gonna like me. Not gonna like me for saying this, but it's how I feel. I think Serena Williams should SIU.
She should what?
She should SIU.
What's SIU?
Suck it up and move on.
Okay, so
look, if somebody having a bad day, are they not to go to work?
Everyone can't go to work.
Come on, man.
Have you ever been depressed?
For 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was depressed when they actually broke in my truck. And I actually, for the first time in my life, I actually felt what depression was like.
Mm-hmm.
And someone to be in a depressed state for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of quirky, kind of sad. But it took my friend, who's also in radio, he's in or was in Florida. My friend Bo Money. I was talking to Bo, and I said,
Mm-hmm.
Bo, they broke into my truck. It took him to snap me out of it. And I was like, he said, yeah. I said, well, they took my microphones, my laptop, my camera. I mean, they just broke in my truck, man. They took everything. He was like, yeah. I'm like, Bo, did you not hear me? They took everything. He said, no, they didn't take the truck. I said, oh, dang, you're right. And I instantly snapped out of my depression. It was just that word.
But guess what?
What?
But that's not realistic for everyone.
I know everybody.
And that's not healthy for you to tell someone that.
I know
Because guess what you'll call someone to do?
I'm talking to
you'll call someone to sink deeper.
Young men. Suck it up.
It's not realistic. And you know what? We don't need people like you telling someone that.
People like me. Whatever happened to willpower and inner strength? You're not going to always have somebody there to baby you and pacify you and put a little. Everybody don't get a trophy for winning today, running, participating. No. We got first, second, and third place. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care if your feelings hurt. Look, that's how it is. That's how it's going to go. We're not changing anything. And you say you're not okay with it?
You wouldn't be a good friend if you're saying that.
Look, I'll be a good friend. If you call me right now and you say, Jeff, I'm not okay. I'm like, what's wrong? Then you start telling me what's wrong, and I'll be a good friend just sitting there listening to all that crap. And once you get through, I'll say, but you still, right? You still got a roof over your head, right? You still eating, right? Holla at me.
But what if I didn't? But what if I didn't?
If you didn't deal to figure out a solution, you come stay with stay with me, or I can get you a room somewhere and I'll extend this stay. There's always a solution to the problem.
Because
the solution is never giving up. That's the solution. It's never giving. But those little quirks, come on, man. You got to
okay, so there isn't always. I mean, we're saying that, but some people, when you're not feeling okay, what you're saying is not a healthy thing to say. You have to find better word choices to say. That's what I'm telling you.
You're making it sound. There's a person on the ledge, and when I'm talking to them, I'm gonna just make them jump. No, it ain't like that. I know who to talk to and who not to talk to this way, but I'm just saying, girls, y'all are more sensitive. Girls are more sensitive than guys.
So if you was talking to a male, would you tell a male what you just said?
Oh yeah. Suck it up, man. Come on, we got to move on. Get out that funk. Let's go. Of course I would. Not to a little girl, I might say it differently. But I'm still going to accomplish the mission of getting her out of the funk.
So we have to still be gentle in our approach.
No, we don't. It can be something simple. No, we don't. With a girl, it can be. No, we don't. It can be something as simple as a song. She said, well, I don't like that song. It's her favorite song, and I'm playing it. And after a while, she forget everything that happened, all while she was in the funk. It can be something as simple as that. You ain't got to do no sermon or no motivational speech. No, you ain't got to do all that. Anyway, I know you're mad at me, but I'm going to ask myself. I'm going to see what she say. How about that?
Okay.
Because I know what you're going to say. You'll say, Jeff, you just, I don't understand. You just mean. No, I'm not. I am not. I promise you. Miss Cynthia, how you doing?
How you doing, Jeff?
Welcome into Straight Talk with Tracy and Jeff. What's going on?
Hey, just chilling, listening to you guys.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
enjoying the
Okay.
day.
Good. What city you in?
I'm in Memphis.
In Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got this yo-yo weather. 1 minute it's kind of warm, and the next minute it's kind of cold, kind of tricking you and your allergies.
It is.
So, what do you want to speak on this topic with Serena Williams not being okay, or anything you want to talk about?
I know she just had a second baby, so she probably just trying to get back into the groove.
I know. Aren't you in the healthcare or mental health area?
Yes.
And so are you, Tracy. You too, right?
Yes.
That's why you trying to beat me up. I got it now.
So I was sharing with Jeff, Cynthia, that you have to be more tactful than his approach.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you, Tracy, and I know Miss Cynthia's listening. Look, I'm a paper bag kind of guy. I'm not the gift wrap kind of guy. I'm a brass tacks kind of guy. I'm getting straight to the point kind of guy. I'm not one of those, I'm gonna baby you and put your pacify you or whatever. Look, male or female, I'm gonna do what I need to do creatively to get you out of that funk. I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's work. Work didn't pay. It's work for me.
That's not what I said to do. Jeff, that's not what I said to do. I just said that there's a tactful way of doing it.
Oh, you don't think that's tactful? I mean, were you speaking to like someone younger, like a young kid? Don't you have to get down to their level? Right?
Cynthia, Jeff thinks that you have to be cutthroat in order to tell someone, talk about the healing process.
You know,
Wait a minute. I don't say anything
I heard Jeff, and unfortunately, it's a lot of people who think just like that you can just turn the faucet on and off.
But that must not be wrong.
It must not be right either. That's why it's always a gray area.
Gray area in the middle like that.
Yeah, because I had that very situation yesterday with somebody who was literally grieving for years, grieving multiple deaths, and he's trying to just share where he was at with it. He wasn't particularly in a depressed mood, because he was sharing something sad. This guy said, man, every time you open your mouth, I hear something sad. Shake it off. You don't shake off death.
Right.
You don't shake off grief. If you could, man, the people would do it. Right. But I let him be and I didn't stop him. I said, I understand where you are, because a lot of people feel that, okay, they can do it. But sometimes, that's the unfortunate, the world is the world. Some of the world feel like jail. They exist, Tracy.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I think that, for young people, because everybody's different.
Right.
But if you put activities, if you keep them doing stuff, keep it off their mind, they will have time to really, get sad, so to speak. Now, and the only reason I say that is because when I worked at WDIA, death I had to deal with all around me. My partners, David Davis died. Everybody, Steve Ladd, he died. My last partner, Greg Peters, died. So death was all around me. My uncle just passed. So I'm one of those guys. I tell my mom, and God bless her soul, God bless her heart. My mother, I don't know why old people do this. I ain't calling you old, Miss Sylvia, but maybe you can answer this. Why do people take pictures of people in a casket?
I wouldn't do that, Jeff. And I've never done that, and I've known young and old people to do that.
and they send it
I
to
don't
you.
take
And
pictures of people
look,
in caskets.
I have to tell my
Oh,
mom,
no, I
I'm
wouldn't
like,
do
look,
that.
don't send me that. Don't send me that at all.
That's
Because I like to remember the person, or, you know,
right.
with a special memory or happy memory. But
Right.
you know, it's kind of crazy. Like I say, it's different for everybody. Everybody grieves a different way. I met a
Right.
young lady that she told me her husband died and she ain't never get married again. And I believe her. I believe her. She said that's the best man she ever known. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Girls are different from boys.
Right. Right.
And
Very different.
different from every man. And every
Exactly.
Yeah.
every man is different from every other man.
Oh,
I
most definitely. Most definitely.
yeah, so
Wait a minute.
everybody
Is somebody vacuuming?
yeah. The experiences of each individual man is so different based on their upbringing and experience.
Hold on. I can barely hear you. Is somebody vacuuming?
Yeah, somebody vacuum. Somebody trying to get their house clean.
Tracy, what you got going on? Anyway, what you were saying, Miss Cynthia?
I just said no. Men and women are definitely different, but men and men are different. I don't think
that.
two men even think the same, or two women. Women now
But
got
I
as
will
hard as
say this.
guys are.
I will say
You
this,
know,
and they need to make a study about this.
what's that?
You hit the nail right on the head. It needs to be a study. I believe that more than two men can get on the same page. I don't believe more than three women can get on the same
Where you
page.
been at for? Where you been
Y'all
at
be so catty against each
I
other.
don't know what he's doing. I think he's been in some little bubble or some little box.
for
Look,
2 years, Jeff?
I think the only way a
Women,
female
I
can
get along with women all day long, all
I'm just
year
saying,
long.
I think the
And
only
I've
way
been
a
doing that
female,
since I was a young woman. It's a matter of it's I don't know, a matter of breeding or what. I'm
the only
never in
way, look,
competition with anybody.
look, Miss Cynthia, I think the only way a female can get along with other females and get on code is if they in a sorority. But sometimes
Oh,
that
that's
sorority
all
sisters don't
right.
like
I'm
each
gonna let
other.
you have. I'm gonna let you have that, Jeff. I'm gonna let you have
Sometimes the
that.
sorority sisters don't like each other.
Jeff,
What? I'm saying.
drink your Kool-Aid and
Man,
calm
let
down.
me be a part of that.
We're gonna let Jeff have all of that.
Okay,
Let me be a
Cynthia.
part of that depression, though, right?
I
Okay,
live in a
hey
Nah,
Jeff, I
okay.
need to ask Cynthia another question. Jeff, hold on one second. Okay, so Cynthia, did you hear what I said about the young man who couldn't count?
Yeah, and it's a sad state of affairs that so many of our young adults and their parents are illiterate.
Well,
That's another sad statement. Men and women, you'll be surprised how many functional illiterates there are. And
Yes.
particularly high in Memphis. That's why the poverty rate is so high here.
Yes.
They're not counting no more. So many. I'm not gonna put it on just boys and girls are the same way. It's
Of course.
yes, it's sad.
You better hope that register don't go down.
Huh?
I say you better hope that register don't go down. Because if they gotta count it up for themselves, I remember watching a TikTok video where the guy was giving a girl the change over so she would get just bills back. And the girl that took the money said, "You gave me too much." So along with the not counting, Tracy, it's going to get worse because they're already not doing cursive writing.
Right.
That ain't no big deal.
I think they're going to get rid of the coins and the money. We're going to go to digital currency.
Money almost gone. You can't get on an airplane. There's certain places you go now that cash is not being accepted. Right now,
right.
Here in Memphis, Tennessee, you can't travel with money anymore. I think money's only value now is on the street.
Wow.
You see, that's how the entire situation started tonight, because they had to give me money in order for me to be able to allow them into the game.
Mhm.
But when they had to do the computation, they had to give me money in exchange. So when they said, okay, I don't want to stay, well, let me figure out how much it was. Then they came back and said, oh, no. That's when they got confused. And
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you where you went wrong.
I heard you
Give
say
them
that.
suckers a refund.
and I was mortified.
Yeah.
When they said, well, 6 times 4 is 13. I'm like, what?
They wasn't thinking.
But they
I
were
wouldn't have
serious.
Look, I wouldn't have gave him a refund.
I know.
Oh,
I
I
know.
didn't. I didn't.
Look, you need to groom them for, like, if they go into a club when they get adults, you don't get no refund at the club.
Yeah, that was another thing, but them not counting brought on another issue, huh, Tracy?
Yes.
Well, Miss Cynthia, who do you think is smarter, boys or girls?
It varies based on their upbringing in their school, and I wouldn't say which one of them smart. It's based on what they learned over the years.
Wow. Now you see, your generation and my generation and Tracy's generation, that question could be answered. But this new generation,
that question couldn't be answered, but it was answered. But it couldn't be because you're talking about they kept girls out of school.
No, I'm talking about girls. We discovered that girls are smarter than boys.
Girls are swifter. They're craftier. They're craftier. They have to be.
Oh, they most definitely.
They're craftier, of course.
Well,
they're more instinctual, for sure. Does that make them smarter, though, Jeff?
Well, let me say it like this, Miss Cynthia. I think a woman or a girl or lady, whatever you want to call it,
sexy, Jeff.
Is it, huh? Did you call me sexist? Oh, wow.
Yes, I did. Look, because in this new world, when you are judging people by gender or by their sex, yeah, that's sex.
Look. I'm gonna say this.
This straight talk.
Straight talk.
I'm giving it to you straight. I think the woman is smarter than a man. Always has been, always will be.
So how come I always find more men can live rent free than women?
See, that's because they try.
Because they codependent and they dumb. It's crazy.
Well, you gotta remember.
I've seen both of them be kind of real unwell.
Well, you got to remember in the 70s, for that woman to get that welfare,
real. You can have a highly educated woman to stay in a domestic abuse situation because they in a pretty house.
Right. Most definitely.
All I'm saying is a woman is better at anything than a man can. Now, if that's sexist, you call it what it is.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying your comparisons is always male against female.
Of course, I'll give you an example though. A man can cheat, okay? Woman is a better cheater. Got me? I think the only thing that y'all it's
the same act, Jeff. What makes it better? It's the same act. It's intercourse. What makes it better? What makes the man cheat better than the woman's cheat?
A man is slick, but a woman is slicker. Okay? So I think, and after for a long time, what is it that men
the women just can come up with better excuses, but it doesn't make them better at it.
Yes, it does.
Okay, it doesn't make them better at it.
I don't think Tracy would have had that problem with if it was a bunch of girls wanting a refund.
Yes, I would have.
Not if they don't know how to count.
I think they count.
If they still can't count, it's a problem. Okay, I have a question, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question for you all. Would you rather challenge your integrity or your intellect? I'll start off with Cynthia. Would you rather someone challenge Your
I would rather you
integrity.
challenge
Or
my
your,
intellect. I'd rather you challenge my intellect than my integrity.
why is that? And then someone can ask me the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You want to elaborate, Miss Cynthia?
No, I just rather have my intelligence. You said my intellect versus my. I'd rather keep my integrity because my intelligence. I bow out anytime, but I won't do wrong for you.
Right.
All right, Tracy.
Yeah, I let you have that. I don't have to be on top of my intellectual game.
All right, Tracy.
But my integrity allows me to do that. My integrity allows me to do that.
Right. So, Tracy, integrity or intelligence, which one would you rather have?
Look, I don't have to be smart, but my integrity is what I stand on, period, point blank, because that's who I am, period. I have morals, I have values, and to me,
I think all three of us agree on integrity.
I mean,
I
have principles, period.
But
and I don't want anyone to try to take that from me.
Do y'all know what integrity is?
Explain to her, Jeff.
I've learned from other people, especially my mentor, Bruce Dempsey. His birthday is today. He taught me that integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's looking.
When no one's watching, of course.
Wow. No, I know.
And I taught that.
He sounds like we didn't listen.
One of the things about being in this field, Jeff, if you're not standing on integrity, you probably can't be in this field.
Right.
You're probably folding on everything.
Yeah, that's how I feel to be and lack integrity.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's why we do what we do. Even when we don't want to do what we do, we keep doing what we do.
Yeah, I tell you, I tell them, okay, I want you to do nothing for me but get better.
Right.
and pay it forward. Help somebody else.
Exactly.
So just the way I need you to do things.
I'm just curious. I want to ask both of y'all. Miss Cynthia, you go first. How do you get some young person that is very depressed? How do you get them out of that?
It depends on the type of depression. It's different levels to depression, Jeff. Some of it's situational. Some of it's definitely chemical imbalance. It's different levels to depression. So I definitely have to assess that person to see how long they've been depressed. Of course, sometimes medication is a necessity. And then also some behavior changes. But you have to assess them first to see where it's coming from. Because a depression is just not being sad. Right. Depression is a mood disorder. So moods last longer than a feeling.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how, because, I tend to deal with that. And you can tell people to snap out of, but a truly depressed person is dealing with a mental disorder, which means something in the brain isn't working right. It doesn't make them crazy, but it does affect their ability to do everyday life, and that people once people who are truly depressed and not treated, and you tell them to just snap out of it, a lot of people go ahead and snap out because suicide, and I always tell people, I don't know the type of anguish a person is experienced to want to take their life. I don't know, but you'd be surprised. Suicide is killing as many people as fentanyl and guns.
Right.
That's crazy. Wow. All right, Tracy, what's your age?
It's crazy, but it's true.
It's real. Yeah.
Tracy.
Without repeating everything she said, and I truly believe and agree with everything Cynthia has said, man, you have to recognize the fact that depression is real. That's the first thing I'm sorry by saying. It's real. And to recognize that the first thing you have to do is remember that every individual's situation is so different.
Right.
And I cannot look at
Mhm.
Samantha the same way I looked at Paul, the same way I looked at Amanda, the same way I'm gonna look at Michael. So I have
So
to look at every situation totally separate. So it's a
right.
blanket situation each time I go into that room or that phone call or that room, however.
Okay.
So that's the
Let me
first way
let
I
me
have.
ask both of y'all this then. What do you call it when someone is always, like Miss Cynthia said, mood? Someone is always in the mood, like it's always light, they're always happy, they're never down, they're never depressed. I mean, what is that? Is that normal or is it not normal?
You mean
I have to meet the person. You know, something like that. I could not, because you can probably say I'm always in a pretty much pleasant mood, but it go up and down. I don't have all day bad days.
Miss Cynthia,
So, but I
nice to
have to
meet
meet that person. I don't know,
you. Miss
Jeff.
Miss Cynthia. Miss Cynthia.
Yes, ma'am,
Nice to meet you.
sir.
Because I really don't. I don't look. I've had some bad days. I hate the sound of this gospel song. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I had some good days, but I've had more good days than bad days. So my focus is always on good days.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, when I suffered a stroke and I went to the doctors after I got a rehab, every doctor I came in touch with told me, "You're the most, you know, guy I ever knew, and went through what you went through." And I mean, it's like I wasn't expecting this. I'm like, what was you expecting? You expecting somebody to come in with the head down and all that good stuff? Look, I learned in therapy that your attitude determines your altitude.
It does.
So I was already a happy-go-lucky person, and anything that happened to me, you know, like when I broke my foot, I laughed. And God bless the dead, Greg Peters was on calls. He was like, "What you laughing at, Jim?" I just could not stop laughing. I knew my foot was broke, okay, but I couldn't stop laughing. And finally, when I did stop laughing, I told Greg, I said, "Greg, I was laughing because I done been through a stroke. I survived it. Do you think a little broken leg or broken ankle gonna faze me?" Now, most people would do that.
Yeah. You said a good word, and that was survive.
Yes. You know, my thing is most people don't look at the glass as half full. They look at it as half empty.
Yeah.
So I'm
We're
always
breaking up.
optimistic. Like, for example, Tracy, my Dallas Cowboys, they playing right now. They playing the Seattle Seahawks. But every year, at the beginning of the year, my cousin who cuts my hair and my brother, both of them are Denver Bronco fans, right? But every year when the season starts, I always say the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. He calls me delusional. But that's the optimistic that I have. You're just not going to tell me, you know, that's what you're supposed to have. If you are, the word fan is abbreviated for fanatic. So don't get it twisted. I'm a fan of this show. I love the fact that Tracy and Gloria, y'all trying to beat up on me, but they ain't gonna
We
work.
ain't beat up on you, Jeff.
It ain't gonna work.
We ain't beat up on you, Jeff.
I knew he was going there. I knew he was gonna do that.
Nah.
Stop being a whiny baby.
I enjoy life, man, and I have a lot of gratitude for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I think that's a blessing. I'm not gonna have all day bad day. I have some moments in that day.
Right. But you know what though? I was talking to my mom, and this is how I know what you're saying is correct, Tracy. Everybody is different. When I was talking to my mom, I told her I have mastered the art of nobody messing up my day. And if I get angry, I'm only upset for 15 minutes. After that, I don't pour any more energy into whatever got me off track from having my good day.
Oh, yeah.
And she told me, said, well, Everybody can't do that 15-minute thing. When somebody get me upset, I'll be mad for like 2 or 3 days.
They doing the
I'm like,
15-minute
oh
thing.
boy. Right.
Well, I tell people I don't circle the wagon but 2 times. After we done went around once, I'm not circling 3 times. And I like I say, I surrender easily, Jeff. I buy out easily.
Wow.
I'll let you have it.
Right.
Just so I can kind of keep my peace of mind.
Earlier, Tracy and I were talking about, things that, like those boys couldn't count.
Right.
What do you think about who's the better driver, women or men? Because the women, y'all get an insurance discount. Men don't until after they turn 25. What's up with that? Y'all side of me now.
Because I don't have an answer to that question, Jeff. I don't know.
Are women better drivers? Y'all don't get lost. With directions, all that. Why do y'all get this discount that we don't get till 25? That's discrimination.
Like I told the client today, the world has never been fair.
Well, you're right about that. But I think
it's still not fair.
Anyway.
It's never been fair.
Because Tracy, what's your zip code?
My zip code?
Yeah.
66666.
Oh God. Miss Cynthia, what zip code you live in?
99999.
Oh, both of y'all.
Just the opposite of Tracy.
Y'all tripping. Okay, what I'm trying to show you, I live in 38134. If you lived in a different zip code, you may get a different insurance price.
That's true.
It's bad enough that they are not insuring certain cars in Memphis because of the vehicle theft. But what they know, that in itself is discrimination. Because I live over here, I get a better rate. They live in the hood. That's crazy. That's legal discrimination. And I don't care how you put it.
Yeah, but it's not illegal. It might be discrimination, but unfortunately, it's not illegal.
Right.
Why not? It should be.
You go ask them why not. That's another question I can't answer.
You change your field, Jeff.
Yeah. Why red cars? You charge you more for insurance for a red car.
A red car, yellow car. There's certain color cars that they charge more for.
Yeah, so.
I remember that about a red car or a red truck because they did a story. The state of Alabama a few years back had the most red pickups. And
it's those bright cars. I used to work with dealerships. It is, but that's true. All those bright cars they charge more for, and people gravitate to those cars.
So
that is true.
So
they say they have more.
Would
you buy one of those dolls that they are from Miss Jones? Would you buy one of those dolls?
Yeah, I would probably buy 4 for each of my granddaughters. My granddaughters that's young enough to play with dolls. Actually, I went and priced out a few because all the dolls, my little Barbie dolls around here are all brown babies. Because they are brown Barbies, with the different shades of brown. Yeah, I would buy.
I haven't seen those dolls yet, but
I haven't seen those, but I got all kind of little brown Barbies around here.
Really?
We have
Barbies.
Oh, I can say again.
This is
we almost done with the show,
this
but if you
is one
want
of
to
my
come up,
cute brown Barbies.
Oh, pretty.
But they got I got one with afro. She's thick. They're not just skinny dolls, but I got a thick Barbie with afro.
What is that? She thick?
Yeah, she thick. They gave her some hips. She's not the little skinny Barbie. They just gave her.
Is that one of the collectible Barbies that you have?
Huh?
Is that one of the collectibles?
But these are just regular Barbies, different ones with the curly hair, like her.
Oh, she is
They,
pretty.
uh-huh. Yeah. I remember working for American Doll in Madison, Wisconsin. They had the one black doll, but of course she had straight hair. But now the dolls, their hair is textured. A lot of the black dolls now that they give you the textured hair.
Well, this girl who created this HBCU thing, she is the first, and
Well, I'm
it's
gonna go online
Walmart
and get
and
one.
Target. And I wonder, is the HBCU that has more Caucasian people to it? Is student body? I think it's in Bloomfield. I wonder if she made them a dollar.
Brooke Hart Jones. My grandbaby's only 2, but I know I need to order my grandbaby one of those dolls.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
I can brag. I can brag.
they 18-inch. They like the Barbie doll size for the 2-year-old. You think she'll
Well,
like
I
that?
can brag, y'all. I'm the only one on this panel that is not a grandparent. I love it.
That's a good, but it's a great thing to be a grandparent, especially when your children have good parents.
Yes.
And your grandchildren have good parents. Yeah, I
Miss Cynthia.
I got a lot of blessings.
Miss Cynthia, I'm just
Yes.
gonna take your word
Yes.
for it. That's all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take your word for it. I don't want to experience that just yet.
Oh, I don't take mine though. I appreciate it. I appreciate the experience.
I'll
I
take you
appreciate
at your
the
word.
Yeah.
He's a hovering parent, Cynthia. He's a
Well,
hovering
I'm gonna
parent.
tell you like this: if my son had a girl pregnant, first of all, I gotta get past that. I think I'm gonna need some counseling. I'm gonna get past that part. Okay. Second of all,
just wait till you have at least one, Jeff. It's a different kind of
no.
level of. How old is your son?
No, he's 20. But
Well, he's still young. He probably ain't ready for no
let me tell you. Let me tell you.
His daddy isn't ready.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
20. They don't get ready to 30.
People always said that, like last week, Tracy, when we were talking about a big age difference, people always say, well, Jeff, when you get older, you'll see what we talk about. Well, I'm old, and I still think it's nasty. So let me say this.
Hey,
if
what's
I become
nasty?
a grandparent, if I become a grandparent, I ain't babysitting nothing. That ain't my job. I ain't signed up for that.
Oh no, I ain't no instant babysitter for sure.
Now, you come and visit, but when you leave, you take everything you brought here with you.
Oh yeah.
Now, on the other hand, Tracy will be like, "Oh, I'll keep my grandbaby. No, look at her. She's so beautiful. Look at him."
Jeff, we're gonna pray for you.
Like that.
My daughter-in-law is starting a 31-day prayer. I did it with her in 2001. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year. 31 days starting January 1st. You have a 5 a.m. prayer. I always post on Facebook.
Oh, please include me.
Okay, because she does it every year. Now I don't know if I might do a few days with Miss Kitara, but you are my Facebook friend, and I post her.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't think I'm gonna do, but I ain't participating because I'm in Facebook jail.
You in Facebook? You don't have to answer that. You probably posted something.
You know he did.
Check this out.
Hey, tell her how long you been in Facebook jail.
I've been in Facebook since October 11th. I got 180 days.
What you do? Yeah,
this is what I'm trying to explain to you. The algorithm went back and said that I posted something like 3 or 4 years ago, and I got a copyright strike on it. So I appealed it, and when they emailed me back, they said, well, you can get in touch with the person that gave me the copyright strike, ask them to lift it till I get back on. Well, the problem is I couldn't get on Facebook. So I figured that the algorithm basically gave the person the information, and the person is responding not knowing what's really going on. So either I make a fake Facebook page to come on, a second page, or just wait out 180 days. And I think actually it's a pretty good thing right now to take a break because I'm more active on my Instagram and my TikTok. I'm not.
Are they Instagram and Facebook? Instagram, the same owner?
They're owned by the same company, but they have different guidelines.
Yeah, they different format. I mean,
He's all
I
over
see some
Instagram.
stuff on Instagram that would never make Facebook.
Oh, that's good because I try to keep a clean page. Only a few of them.
They also own WhatsApp, and I got WhatsApp. I don't know the phone number. So anyway, enough of me rambling about social media. Definitely want to tell everybody we will be back Tuesday the 8th. Definitely want to thank you, Miss Gloria, for coming up, talking to us. And,
who is Miss Gloria?
I'm Miss Cynthia. I don't know why I got Miss Gloria on my mind. She lives in Mason, Tennessee. Anyway,
you getting old, Jeff.
Yeah. I enjoy it. It's always nice. I like different conversations, so it was good. Mm-hmm.
He needs to stay on Facebook, Jeff, because you don't even know our names.
I'm trying to figure out Miss Cynthia and Tracy. Are y'all gonna beat up on me every time?
Jeff, you going in and out. I guess that's me.
Are y'all gonna beat up on me every time?
We didn't beat up on you this time, Jeff. You just kept making them sexist remarks. Girls smarter than boys. Boys stronger than girls. Gangs that you and I just it sounds sexist.
Why do I feel this way? I feel like you're attacking me. Look, if Bruce
Jeff, you're being sensitive.
I feel like that. No, Jeff can't be sensitive.
I'm just saying, if Bruce J is now Caitlyn Turner, and Caitlyn wants to join the female swim team.
Ooh, Jeff, if you don't get your butt off of here talking like that,
Jeff
say bye. Jeff say good night.
Y'all have a beautiful night, Tracy. I'm gonna post that on my page so you can grab it down. Bye, Jeff.
Please
Sleep
do.
well.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Bye, Cynthia.
Love you.
We'll be back Tuesday, 8:00, and of course it'll be a new month, December.
I put on Tuesdays. I try to get in here at least once a month for sure.
All right, thank you, darling.
You've got a lot of Christmas list.
Talk to you soon.
Y'all take care.
You so bad.
Whatever, man. Oh, my Christmas gift.
Not if you don't act right.